Good morning, dear students. Yes, as you know that in my last or the previous video class, I have given a gist or the outline summary of the poem called The School. Yes, so before entering to the next stanza, so let I recall the first stanza of this poem called The Schoolboy. Yes, dear students, as you know that it is very difficult to understand while you are sitting in your house and we are standing in here on the platform. Of course, hope you have better to understand through the online classes, and further we will go on in a detailed manner. Yes. So in the last video class, I have given a description of the first stanza. In that first stanza, William Blake, or the schoolboy, who says that I love to rise in the summer morning. That is what he says, that the schoolboy loves to rise, love to wake up in the summer morning. He wants to wake up in the summer morning because he has given a three reasons. So the first reason is that the ivory bird sings on the ivory tree. So that is what he give a justification for the statement called he wake up early in the summer morning because he wants to listen the song which was sung by the birds which were sitting on every tree. And the second reason is that he wants to listen the horn. He wants to listen, the schoolboy wants to listen the horn which was blown by the distant huntsman. ತುಂಬಾ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಬ್ಬ ಬೇಟೆಗಾರ ತನ್ನ ಕಹಳೆಯ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಗ ಎದ್ದೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. And the third reason is that, the third perspective is that the schoolboy, when he wakes up early morning in the summer days, he also sings along with the skylark. The skylark means it is a type of bird. Skylark bird na jothe nanu song anna helbeku anta tumba ishta agutte anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. And in the conclusion line of the first stanza, he says that, oh, what a sweet company. Company in the sense jotegara. Who will become a sweet company or the companion for the schoolboy means it is none other than the skylark. Skylark has become the sweet, or the skylark gives a sweet company to the schoolboy. Hope, dear students, you have understand the first stanza of the poem. Okay, let me enter into the second stanza of the poem called Schoolboy. Look at page number 11 and look at, but to go to school on a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Look at how the schoolboy is saying that. So the schoolboy wants to wake up summer morning because he has given a three reason, that he wants to listen the bird songs, he wants to listen the horn which was blown by the distant huntsman, and the third thing, he wants to sing along with the skylark. But if to go to school on a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. That means the boy felt very happy when he remembered about the birds, skylark or the horn. But when his mind has come to the reality, that he felt very bad. He felt very bad when he comes to know about that he has to go for school. Andre a school boy ಹುಡುಗ ಈ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಸಿಗೆಯ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಬೇಗ ಎದ್ದೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಎದ್ದೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ when the time passes or when the time crossed after 8:30 or 9 o'clock, the school boy has to prepare to go for the school. ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಥಾಟ್ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. But to go to school on a summer morn, see, giving away or he wants to let up all these things, then he has to go to school. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, oh, it drives all joy away. Look at here, it and that, it means here, that is, it is none other than school. Got it? So it drives means taken away, ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, joy away ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಸಂತೋಷವನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, the school has taken away the joy of his school going boy. Understand the first two lines. Here in the first two lines, the schoolboy saying that, so when his mind is prepared to go for the school, he thought that the school has taken away his happiness. ನನ್ನ ಸಂತೋಷವನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾರು ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? It is none other than school ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. See, that is what the fundamental theme of this poem is, that formal school not only taking away the joy of a child, but it is hinders child's growth forever. So that is very theme. ಈ ಥೀಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಒಂದು poem ಅನ್ನ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, look at into the next line. Under a clear eye outworn, look at how the teachers are compared. Okay, so here that is clear eye is referred to teacher. The clear eye refers to teacher. Clear eye means here the person who is not having a mercy. Andre under a clear eye outworn means exhausted. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿನಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ನ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಯಿಂದ ಸಂಜೆ ತನಕ ಟೈಮನ್ನು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹಾರಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? ದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಬಾಯ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸೊ. ಅಂಡರ್ ಎ ಕ್ರೂಯಲ್ ಐ, ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ರೂಯಲ್ ಐ ಹಿಯರ್? ದ ಟೀಚರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಎ ಕ್ರೂಯಲ್ ಐ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೀಚರ್ನ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಟೀಚರ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಕ್ರೂಯಲ್ ಐ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ವಿಚ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್? ಯಾವ ಫಿಗರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಇದು? ಸೊ it is none other than metaphor ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Under a cruel eye outworn, that means the school boy has to spend his whole day from the morning to evening under the person who is not having a mercy. ಕರುಣೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಯಿಂದ ಸಂಜೆ ತನಕ ಟೈಮ್ ಕಳೆಯೋದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, that has leads to them to the exhausted. Okay, the little ones spend the day. Look at who is the little ones? Little ones is none other than the children. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇನು ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, how the little ones spend the day ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, the little ones spend the day in singing, that is in sighing and dismay. This is how the little ones, that means the small children, they spend their days from the morning to evening. How means it is sighing means that is deeply ತುಂಬಾ ನಿಟ್ಟುಸಿರು ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಯಾರು ಬಂದು ಹೊಡಿತಾರೋ, ಯಾವ ಟೀಚರ್ ಬಂದು ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೊಡಿತಾರೋ, ಯಾರು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾರೋ, ಯಾರು ಯಾವ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಯಿಂದ ಸಂಜೆ ತನಕ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಮೇ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ discouragement. No one is giving an encouragement to the children. Okay, so this is about your second stanza. That means here in the second stanza of the poem, the schoolboy William Blake, or the speaker called the schoolboy, says that when his mind is fixed to prepare to go for the school has taken away the joy of the school. The school has taken the joy of every school going boy. And later he says that he has to spend since from morning to evening under the cruel eye person, that is none other than the teacher. And how the little ones spend their day means they spend their day with the sighing and dismay. Okay, ಆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೇಗೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಹೋಲ್ ಡೇನ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ, ಸಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಟ್ಟುಸಿರು ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಸ್ಕರೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಯಾವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಏನೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಆ ಒಂದು ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 4 ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಜೀವನ ನಡೆಸೋದೇನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಒಂದು ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಹಿಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎವರ್. ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಮಗುವಿನ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಿಂಡರ್ಸ್, ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Have you understand the second stanza of the poem? Okay, let me enter into the third stanza of the poem. Turn the page, look at page number 12. Then at times I drop in sage. Look at here. Then at times, that means at times means here the boy who when he was sitting in the school, ಆ ಹುಡುಗ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡ್ರಾಪಿಂಗ್ means write down, bending or hang down or bending. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಈ ತರ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಮೆಟಾಫಾರಿಕಲ್ comparison is given by William Blake to express us that the children have not any freedom in the school. That is what is metaphorically made a comparison, that the bending or the hang down ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೇತಾಕಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಗುಬ್ಬಚ್ಚಿ ತರ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರಂತೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಟೀಚರ್ ಬಂದು ಯಾವ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ ಟೀಚರ್ ಬಂದು ಯಾವ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಸೊ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಅವೇ ದ ಜಾಯ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Understand third stanza of the first line. Look at the second line. And spend many an anxious hour there in that school. The children have to spend their more time in the school by anxious. Anxious means nervous. They always, it seems to be like a very nervous. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿನೇ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನರ್ವಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಟೈಮನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? ದೀಸ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಬಾಯ್. Nor in my books can I take delight. Then ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ನರ್ವಸ್, ಸೈಯಿಂಗ್, ಡಿಸ್ಮೇ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಹೌ ಕುಡ್ ಎ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎ ಡಿಲೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್? ಇವುಗಳ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಸ್, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಹುಡುಗ ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಏನಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬುಕ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನನ್ ಅದರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದ ಬುಕಿಶ್. Okay, so that is. Nor in my book can I take delight. Delight means happiness. Then that is what he is asking, that with all these circumstances, how can I get happiness? Istella idaga nanige happiness elinda barodakke sadhya anta keltare. Nor sit in learning bar. Learning bar, it is a metaphorical comparison to school. Learning bar ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಮೆಟಾಫರ್. ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ? ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Or through with the dreary shore, that is, dreary means dullful. Or through means damage. That means the whole life, the whole student life, it seems to be like a very dull. It seems to be like a very damaged. Because of that, they have to spend their most of the time from morning to evening under the cruel eye person. That is the sign, with the dismay, with the dropping set, and also an anxious sound. So istella idaga how could a school boy get a happiness? So that is what he is asking. Okay. Nor sitting in learning bar or through means damage with the dullful shore. So that means dullful shore means here it emphasizes the tiresome aspects of the school. That means a school alli ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಕೆಲವಾರು aspects ಅನ್ನು ಇದು represent ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. That means here the child is saying that every school going boy has spent maximum time in the school, that it seems to be like an anxious for him. That means nirasaktiyanna undu madutte. And moreover, it is not possible to get a enlightenment through the books. That is what he is saying, that. And the school is metaphorically comparison to the learning bar. Learning bar ge comparison madidare. And this school has taken away, and it seems to be like a damage. It has made a damage to the student's life, and also it made a dullful life or the dullful path in the student's life. So this is about third stanza. Okay. Okay. Next stanza, look at how can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? Yes, in a previous video class, I have given a metaphorical comparison. ನಿಮಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ metaphorical comparison ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. So the metaphorical comparison is that the school boy is compared to the bird, whereas the school is compared to the cage. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? So ಆ ಒಂದು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Look at stanza number 4. How can the bird that is born for the child? Look at, of course, the bird is born for the child. Will you agree? ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಒಪ್ತೀರಾ? ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that the bird has enjoys its own freedom. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವನ್ನ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So in the same way, how can the bird that is born for the joy sit in a cage and sing? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿ ಹಾಡನ್ನ ಹಾಡ್ತಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮೂಲೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗಿ ಫ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹಾರಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿಯನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಪಂಜರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ, if we kept a bird in a cage, imagine that this is the cage, okay, and there is a bird. So you have a bird in that bird. The bird which is born for the joy and sit in a cage and sing. ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿ ಹಾರಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಪಂಜರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳು, ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, is it possible that the bird would enjoy its freedom? Does the bird is able to sing a song while it was sitting in a cage? No, it's not possible. The same way ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿ ಹಾರಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಪಂಜರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಒಂದು ಸಾಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳು ಅಥವಾ ಸಂತೋಷನ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ವೋ, ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ how can a child when fears annoy means angry, sittu, kopa, okay, but drooping his tender wing means sensitive. Look at how the metaphorical comparison. It is not possible that the bird which is enjoying his freedom and we have taken it to the cage and it does not or it never feel happy while it was in a cage. The same way the children never feels joy, they never feels happiness, they never get a delightness until they are in the school. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಸಂತೋಷ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆಯಾ? No, it's not possible. So in the same way, how it is not possible for the caged bird, in the same way it is not possible for the school boy who is going to school. That is, these four walls, ee naalku gode enidiyala, these four walls it seems to be a caged for the student. How the caged it seems to for the bird, the same way the four walls of the school or the four walls of the classroom it seems to be like a cage for the student. But dropping his tender wing, dropping means sink, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಭಯದಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದೇನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so that is okay. And forget his youthful spring. Look at, forget his songs. The bird will surely forget his songs and freedom when it was in a cage. In the same way, the schoolboy really forget his youthful spring when he was in the school. Got it? Understand the contrast between the bird and the school? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ವೋ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹುಡುಗನ ಅವನ ಯೂತ್ಫುಲ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಆ ಹುಡುಗ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ he was restricted to the four walls, whereas the bird was restricted to the cage. So this is what fourth paragraph. So before going to next paragraph, here in the fourth paragraph of the poem, the schoolboy or the poet has given a finest contrast between the bird and the school going boy. So the bird, how can the bird that is enjoy its freedom until it was there in the cage? The same way, the school going boy never feels happy, he never get a delightness, he never feels joy until when he was in the school. And in the next line it says that, but the schoolboy surely forget about his spring and youth days and his tender sensitive willness. So this is about the fourth paragraph. And look at into the next fifth paragraph. Oh father and mother, look at how the directly our writer William Blake has attack on the parents. ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಬ್ಲೇಕ್ ಏನಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ, through their wordings. Okay, look at the next paragraph. Oh father and mother, if birds are nipped, look at how the metaphorically the writer says here, oh father and mother, oh ನನ್ನ ನಲ್ಮೆಯ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳೇ, if birds are nipped, birds means right, birds ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So birds means ಹೂವಿನ ಮಗು. Okay, that is ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಓಪನ್ಡ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಓಪನ್ಡ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೊಗ್ಗು ಅಂತ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಹೂವಿನ ಮೊಗ್ಗು ಅದು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಿಪ್ಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ಡ್, ಪ್ಲಗ್ಡ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಹೂವು ಅರಳಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೂವಿನ ಆ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಬಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಿತ್ರೆ, ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಬ್ಲೂಮಿಂಗ್, ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಫ್ಲವರಿಂಗ್? ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ನೋ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಹರಳದೇ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೂವಿನ ಮೊಗ್ಗನ ದಳಗಳನ್ನು ಕಿತ್ತಾಗ ಅದು ಹರಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, who father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossom blown away means fly away. Blossom means fragrance. See, ಆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹೂವಿನ ದಳದ ಮೊಗ್ಗನ ಕಿತ್ತಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅದು ಹರಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ನೆವರ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಅ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ನೆನ್ಸ್. ಅದು ತನ್ನ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಕರಂದವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಿಪ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಿ ಕಿತ್ತಾಕಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, ಅಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ದ ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಡ್, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ನು ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾದಂಥ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಸ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾದ ಸಸಿನ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀರ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕಿತ್ತರೆ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಟ್ರೀ? ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾದಂಥ ಮರ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ನೋ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ದ ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ಡ್ of their joy in the springing day by sorrows and cares dismay. Look at, see here, the writer says that how it is not possible that if buds are nipped, if the buds are nipped, it never gives, or it never blooming, and it never gives the fragrance. That is the first thing. Second thing, if the tender plants are nipped, if the tender plants are removed, how it never become a huge tree? In the same way, until and unless we should give the happiness to the children, until they have to be taken the form of the happiness. Okay, so here, of their joy in the springing day means that is the youthful day. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಯೂತ್ಫುಲ್ ಡೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಂತೋಷವನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ದರ್ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಬೈ ಸಾರೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೇರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಮೇ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ದ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಡೇ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸಾರೋಸ್. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ದುಃಖರಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಯುವರ್ lesson called, that is what I have told you Monday morning, and also a day in ashram. Day in ashram, it is completely different, but formal school ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪೋಯಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Of their joy in the springing day by sorrows and the cares dismay means nirashe, disappointed. The children felt very disappointed until they are in the school, but they will surely enjoy unless they will go to the nature. That is what saying in English, nature is the best teacher. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳೋದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ ಇದೆ. Who will become a best teacher means the nature will become a best teacher. Look at, the school boy wants to wake up early in the morning because he wants to listen the every bird songs, and the huntsman's the horn, and also the skylark. But when he remember about the school, it all drives away the joys, and little one has to spend the day in a sighing and dismay. Look at how the comparison has been. And here in this paragraph he says that the sorrows and the cares dismay. So that means the schools have taken away the all joy, the complete joy of the every school going boy. Okay, so here the last stanza of this poem, William Blake says that how shall the summer arise in joy? See, istella kastagalidaga school going boy ge, how this summer become a happiness? Is it possible that this summer become a happiness? Of course, on ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, until he will remember the school ನೆನಪಾಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ he feels very joy, but when he remembers about that he has to go for the school, so his all joy has taken away the school. So that he is saying that, now take up the last paragraph of this poem. How shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer's fruit appear? See, here the schoolboy is very pathetically saying that with all these difficulties, or else with all these, having all this unhappiness, how this summer season become a happiness for the schoolboy, or else how we can expect that summer's fruit appear? ಸೊ ಇವುಗಳ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಡುವೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಮ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸಮ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮೆಮೊರೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್. How these happy memories become happy for the schoolboy? No, it is not possible. Or how shall we gather what griefs destroy? Or how shall the school, we means here, it refers to the school going boys. How this refers to the grief destroy. Destroy means vanish. ನಾಶ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಸ್ಯಾಡೇಜ್. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ದುಃಖಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಈ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆರ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ ದ ಮೆಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಯರ್. ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ದ ಗಾಡ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್. ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ. ಏನಂತ ಮೆಲೋಯಿಂಗ್. ಮೆಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇಯರ್. ಲೆಟ್ ದ ಅಪ್ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇಯರ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಬಾಯ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. And when the blast of winter appear, blast of winter means this, it cannot, that means the blast of winter means going to school, sitting in a four walls, having a syllabus, having a textbook, writing the exam, announcing the result, having a certificate. This could not do anything in the life of everyone, because experience is necessity. Experience makes man perfect, right? So that all these things, it is only for our certification. Then it never learns us how to lead our life. ಈ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಫೋರ್ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ಕೂಡ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ನೆವರ್ ಲರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಲೀಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ದೆನ್ ಹೂ ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್ಸ್? ಅವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಲರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಲೀಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೇಸ್ ದಟ್ when the blast of winter appear, that means it seems to be like that the whole life was completely blasted until the school boy was sit in a school. Okay, so here the summer is compared to young life. So barkodi summer is compared to young life, and the next thing is the spring is compared to, that is childhood, and winter is compared to, that is death. So these are the metaphorical comparison in this point. Summer season anta idiyala, ee summer season ante ಏನು ಲೈಫ್ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, that is the childhood days. And lastly the winter blast ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, that is when we are very near to the death, ಸಾವಿಗೆ ಹತ್ರ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತಾ? ನೋ, ಇಟ್ ನೆವರ್ ಲರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಲೀಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ದೆನ್ ಹೂ ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಅಸ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಲೀಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ ದ ರೈಟರ್ ಸೇಸ್ ದಟ್ so this summer never gives joy for the school boy. In the same way, it never appears the summer fruits as a sweet. ಈ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಹಿ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಹಾರ್ಶ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ವಿತ್ ದ ಹಾರ್ಶ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್, with the harsh punishment given by the harsh teachers. That is what the writer used the term called cruel eye. ಕರುಣೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ನ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So that is what. And how should we gather with a grief destroy? That is what, with having all this punishment, with having this all discouragement, the young or the childhood has completely destroyed in their hand. And finally, or bless the mellowing year. That means they are looking forward that the upcoming year will become a bless, or upcoming year will become the happiness for the school going boy. And lastly, the writer says that when the blast of the winter appear, then the whole winter, that means the death, after the age passes, we have to become very near to the death. So this is all about our poem called School Boy. So ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ poem ಏನಿದೆ School Boy. Dear students, hope you have understand this poem called School Boy. If you got any doubts or if you want to make any clarification, so you just contact me and prepared summary for this poem. See, ಈ poem na summary na ನೀವು prepare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ surely you will get 6 marks. So this is most important point for your summary practice. Practice makes man perfect. So you need to practice. Got it? So look at questions they have asked in page number 14. Who do you think I refers in the poem? That is schoolboy. Sweet company refers to Skylar, Huntsman's horn, bird song, all of the above. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರು ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ gives a sweet company. So it is all of the above. ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ. What drives the boys joy away? ಯಾರು? School. How do the little ones spend the day in the school? They spending in a sighing and dismay. Okay. What does the cage stand in the poem? Cage ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? It is compared to school. So pick the phrase from the following which does not refers to the formal schooling. Formal ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, 4 walls ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಂದು ಕೂರ್ಬೇಕು, ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್, ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್, ಟೆಸ್ಟ್, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟದೇ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. Fruits are gathered, plants are stripped, blossom are blown away, buds are nipped. ಯಾವುದು? ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ. So the column has given spring, summer and winter. So that is what I have written. Note down. ಅದನ್ನ note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. And remind all the things. ಏನು questions ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ second main ಅಲ್ಲಿ, need not bother about those questions. Prepared summary and you will get 6 marks here. Okay. Hope you have understand this point. So in the next class I will come up with one of the new points.